Morning everyone and welcome back to my vlog. Just wanted to pop on today and show you some of my latest purchases and also a couple of things that I've won. So I'll start off with the items that I've won. There's a competition over on Instagram called Sewing Patterns and Prints. It's running for the year. 3 ladies running it. There's a Sewing on the Tyne, Voice of Creativity and Purple Sewing Cloud. I will drop links down below. So basically every month they have a different theme, and the idea is that you make an item up showcasing the fabric that's that particular week, that particular month. So for February it was Sewing Floor February, and I made my husband a shirt with some fabric that we bought in Budapest in January, and I was lucky enough to be one of the winners. I think there was 3 winners altogether in February. Some fabulous prizes. So I'll show you my prizes now. So I won £20 voucher from Minerva Craft, and I also won 2 metres of fabric from the fabric Godmother. So from Minerva Crafts, I didn't buy fabric. I actually bought the new Tilly and the Buttons pattern. Really excited about this. Those are the line drawings on the back. There's 2 different versions. There's the shorter version, which this is done up in a lovely lilac coloured waterproof, and there's more of a duffel coat version. I have made a coat once before. I made the sew over it. I think it's the cocoa coat, but I really fancy making the shorter waterproof version. So that one, I've got a few sort of longer, sort of duffel coaty kind of coats, but I haven't got any like this. So yeah, so that's the plan. I haven't got any fabric yet, so it might be a while till I make it, but I've got my pattern already. So that was my first prize. And from Fabric Godmother, so hard making a choice of which fabric to go for because she's got such beautiful fabrics. I spent couple of hours, I think, just trawling through the website, narrowing it down, and I finally decided on this lovely, it's a Lady McElroy. It's a crepe fabric. It's got a lovely drape to it, if you can see, and it's got chaffinches on. I think it's called what's it called? It's called chaffinch bow crepe. Feels absolutely gorgeous quality and lovely colours. Not quite sure what I'm going to make yet. Some sort of dress, but haven't actually decided on a pattern yet. But yeah, so I had a very lucky month in February. So that was my 2 wins. The other items, things I bought from the sewing show I went to. I did say in my last video that I was going to the knitting and stitching show, which it wasn't the knitting and stitching show, which it would have been. I'd love to go to the, I think they do Olympia and Ali Pali in London. I'd love to go to one of those maybe next year. But I actually went to a show called, I think it's called Sewing for Pleasure. It was actually 2 shows. There's a craft show and a sewing show run on the same day, and you can go to both. So yeah, I went to that at the NEC. I was quite restrained. I bought 3 items of fabric, which I will show you. I could have bought a lot more. I mean, they'd got some absolutely beautiful fabrics, and some of them were quite expensive. I mean, I did see there was some nice pattern companies there as well. There was So Different, I think it's called, and there was also a company called Now and Then Sewing Patterns, which are vintage style patterns, but I think they've been done up to date, so the sizing's more up to date. And they got the most beautiful sample of a dress. I think it was called the All Seasons dress, and the fabric was absolutely gorgeous. It was actually, I don't know if they printed themselves, but they actually got the fabric for sale there. But it was about, I think it was getting on for £30 a metre, and you'd have needed probably 3 metres of fabric, so I couldn't justify spending that amount of money. But anyway, I'll show you what I did buy. I bought 3 items of fabric. The first one is just a lightweight drapey fabric. this was, I didn't actually get the name of the shop this was from, but it was £5 a metre, I think it was. I bought 2 metres of it, and I know what I'm making with this. I'm actually doing a pattern test at the moment for experimental space, so this will be my final version. I'm just doing a test version at the moment just to check the sizing, and then I will be on to this hopefully the end of this week. So that was my first one. The other 2 fabrics I bought from, I've got the slip of paper here, it was called M. Rosenberg and Son. They're actually under stitchfabrics.co.uk on the website, so we'll drop a link to that down below. Out of all the shops at the show, I think they must have been doing the best trade. They were absolutely rammed, and they'd got such a good selection of fabrics. They'd got jerseys, cottons, coating, silks. Yeah, so it's quite difficult to actually see all of them because there was that many people crowding round. So I went in the morning and bought 1 item of fabric, and then I went back in the afternoon and bought another one. So the first one I bought was this, and it's navy blue with oranges on, and my plan for that one is to turn it into another Kaylee shirt. I've got a couple that I made last year, and this pattern I really like, wear them quite a lot, so but yeah, that would make another nice shirt. This was actually really good. It was reduced down to £4. I asked for 2 metres, and I think there was about 2.5 metres on the roll, so he gave me the 2.5 metres for the £8. That was that one. The other one, which is my favourite of all of them, I must say, is this gorgeous. It's still got the tag on actually. It's a linen cotton. It was £8 a metre, and it's 58 inches wide, and it's got fish on. So if I can just open that out to show you. Absolutely love that. Love the colours of it. I haven't got 100% plans of what I want to make. I think I want to make a shirt dress, but I want a shirt dress that doesn't button all the way down, that just buttons up to the bodice, and then the skirt is just a hole. So if anyone's got any ideas of any patterns, preferably indie patterns, that would fit the brief, then please let me know. But yeah, really love that. Feels really nice quality. And again, I did really well with this. I asked for 2 metres, and when he pulled it off the roll, I think there was about 3.5 metres left maybe. So he said I could have the lot for £20. So that's what I did. So I've got a nice amount of fabric there, and yeah, I think that's just beautiful. So that was my fabric buys. And then the other thing I bought, I've been looking for a while for ways of marking fabric. I really struggle. I've bought pens, I've bought the big triangles of chalk, and never really find that they work. So then I spotted this. It's called the Clover, it's a liner style pen. That's it. I've actually been joking on Instagram that it looks a bit like a tampon, but it is absolutely excellent. It's just got a little wheel on the end of it, and the guy at I don't know if you can see that, but the guy at the shop actually showed how it worked. It's not going to work while I'm saying I can see it, but it does mark up really well when it's on a flat surface, not on me. Yeah, so really pleased with that. They'd only got it in white, but apparently people have been saying that you can get other colours, so I shall definitely have a look out for other colours. And it is refillable. It wasn't cheap. I think this one actually cost me £6 or £7, but I have looked online, and I think you can get them for about maybe £5.50 from Amazon. So I shall go to Amazon next time. But yeah, I think that is going to be really useful. So yeah, I had a really nice day. I went by myself, but I find you always, because you always spot the other sewers at the train station, so I got chatting to a couple of ladies on the way, and we went in together, and I actually travelled back with one of them on the way back. But I think sometimes it's just easier to go by yourself, because you can just look at what you want when you want and come away when you're ready. So yeah, I had a really good day there. So that's all my recent buys, so now I need to get making again. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody, and give me a like if you've enjoyed watching. Thank you. Bye.